The CDC says that I think a third of Americans are obese.
That's correct. A third of the United States of the population is obese.
And what does it take to be obese? What is your definition?
Definition of obesity is usually it's a progressive disease. It's hampering the person from childhood all the way to adulthood. One of the things that we see with obesity, it's genetic. We see it in families. The other thing that we see with obesity, it's costly. And it's $147 billion of the U.S. healthcare dollar goes to treating obesity or obesity-related diseases. It's a progressive disease, like I said. The other thing that we see with obesity is that it's a accumulation of fat within the body, usually in the mid portion of the abdomen and inside the organs. And it's not necessarily related to fat intake, usually the carbohydrate intake, but it's usually, that's what it is, an accumulation of fat. And what's going on with that fat, it's affecting the health of the patient.
So a lot of times we go by that number on the scale, but there are more components to it than just that. We're talking about your BMI, your body mass index. So, doctor, what is the BMI and how do you calculate it?
So the BMI is a way to objectively measure whether somebody's going to qualify for the surgery. And really what it does, it takes the patient's
weight into account,
their weight, and also their height into account, and it puts it into a formula. And when you get that formula, you get what's called the body mass index, and that's an objective way that a physician can look at the patient, look at their height and weight, and tell whether they're going to qualify for the surgery.
So overweight 25 to 29.9? Does that mean 25% of you is fat?
No, that doesn't necessarily mean that at all. What that's referring to the body mass index. So in the United States, when they've looked at life insurance policies and that kind of thing and metrics, what they're saying is that the person who has a BMI between 25 and 29, when you take their height and weight into account, that person's going to be overweight. A large population of the United States is overweight.